Welcome to North Thailand. I'm currently in North Laos. I've been here for about 2 days and I have to say it's quite cool. The party, as you can see, we've got some really good lanterns and it's quite a good atmosphere. Okay, I lied, but you know, it's always good to try things, see how things are, see how you would react. But actually no, I'm here in London. For those of you who are curious, that's Greenwich. I think that's all I should really say. And I thought I'd just give this video blog just a go and see if it works. If I like it, or if it's not too hard to do, then I'll probably do more of these. Just because, well, to be fair, it's a lot easier than writing, and writing's definitely not a strength. And I could talk for hours. So on that, I'd say a few updates then from me. Firstly, the trips are definitely going ahead. The flights have been booked, done. So I leave on the 1st of March, and I believe I come back on Sunday the 12th of July. Big news personally. The countries which I'm definitely covering. So though you won't be able to see it all from, well, definitely won't be able to see it from here. But the basic gist is, from this side, if we zoom right in, we have 1st of March we hit Thailand, with the idea of going from Thailand to North Thailand to Chiang Mai and then into Laos, and then come down to Cambodia while finishing off maybe with a couple of days at a island in Thailand before jumping across all the way to Japan, where I'm really looking forward to. I've got about 6 weeks there. And after that I jump to South Korea, and actually I'm just going to spend a week only in Seoul, just to somewhere I've always wanted to go. And then I'm going to go straight into Beijing in China, and then somehow this is the one of the last bits of my route I need to start looking to plan, is how do I get from Beijing all the way down to Ho Chi Minh, or as the locals call Saigon in South Vietnam. After that, it kind of gets a little bit easier, but at the same time, it's going to be a struggle in terms of times. But I'm going to be landing in San Francisco around the 4th of June, and then going to be making my way up Route 1 via Portland to Seattle. And currently the plan is to maybe go to Yellowstone, into Salt Lake City, and then take a flight into Vegas, party it up, hopefully with some of you guys who live over there with me. And then make my way over to Denver, and then from there make my way to Mount Rushmore, and then somehow to Chicago. And then it gets a lot more straightforward for me. It's Chicago to New York, New York to Philadelphia, Philadelphia to Washington DC, and then just straight down to Charleston. Again, a place on the East Coast I've always wanted to see. I was going to actually this time skip. There's no point you just staring at a map. I was actually looking to skip Miami, Florida, Orlando, all of that. Mainly because I feel I could just do that again in my own time. But what I'm going to do then is just go to Atlanta, then across to Atlanta to Memphis. Who goes to United States in a car and not go Memphis, and then down to New Orleans, and then the last 2 destinations would be Austin, Texas, finishing up where I fly back from Dallas via New York back to London. So yeah, a lot to go through, but I think I'm nearly there. So really that was just a shout out for those of you who are thinking about coming with me. So you got Dan. Dan, why not? Be one of the greatest adventures that we've ever had. And we've got some of the girls in America who have said they wanted to join us. And actually, what I really like about the friends I've got is how some of you just disappear for a while and then come back on radar. So the 2 people I'm interested to hear from after a few years not hearing from would be Cheryl and Ed. Ed I met years and years ago, and Cheryl I met in my last year of uni, both of which have just decided to go travelling, and they're at different points of their travel, so hopefully we could meet up, maybe for one location, who knows. So that's the travelling side done. So a bit of context, a bit of information now. So I had my, you probably saw the blog, maybe you didn't, you're not reading the site, probably not going to read this or watch this, is about the medicine. So it's, I'll be honest, needles I hate. I've already had 2 jabs, Hep A and Hep B in one arm, and typhoid in the other. And I gotta say, the typhoid is a silent assassin. When it went in, I didn't even know it was in. Came out, done. Hep A and Hep B was just like someone giving me a dead arm from the word go. I will, agree that I'm a bit of a wuss, but it took at least a day and a half before the bruising and the swelling went down. So why am I still moaning about it 5 days later? It's because on Wednesday I've got to do it again. I've got Hep A and Hep B again, followed by that in 2 weeks' time. And then I've got to have my discussion about whether I have malaria tablets or malaria treatment, to prevent it. And on the other hand, I've got quite a big decision actually. Great to have thoughts. There's this disease in Southeast Asia as well as Japan called Japanese. I think it's called encephalitis, which essentially is given. Comes from pigs, and then mosquitoes bite the pig, and I think it's pigs and birds actually. And then the mosquito bites you and gives it to you. There's no cure, which is great. But on the other hand, the vaccine isn't 100% effective, and unless I'm going into rice paddies 24/7, it seems unlikely or uncommon that I'd catch it. The other flip side or negative side is the injection. I need to take 2, which would mean I'd have to take my last injection the day before I fly. I obviously don't know how I feel about that. And on top of that, from a financial point of view, it's going to cost approximately 190 quid. So again, not sure. If any of you have ever travelled to those areas and think it's a must, let me know. But currently the stats say if you've got it, it's 90% effective. Up to 12 months, it's like 83. But it's not 100%, which is why I'm wondering whether it's even worth considering. And that's really it, to be honest. Let me know what you think. Honestly, it'd be great to hear from you guys about the post I put about who do you think is going to be the most common name that I come across, or the weirdest, or the most common object I'm going to come across throughout these countries. And I'll keep a running total. It keeps my mind occupied, and it's a bit of banter between us all. Right, so the last thing I'm going to do with you guys is what you'll see all the time on my travels. It's a very complex circular motion that starts like that. I'll smile, and I'll just rotate. Okay, have you got this down? Because that is going to be a large part of the travelling experience, I'm sure. Okay, catch you guys later.